Okay, I am back on. I think this is going to work now. Better connectivity here, better connection to the signal. And we're wrapping up this week, the end of the first week of February. And wanted to just stop by and share a few quick thoughts with everyone as I have been thinking about what I've been working on and what I am looking to do as my personal growth plan continues to expand and I continue to expand with it. I thought I would share some thoughts with you. Hi Keisha, it's good to see you. And as others come on, I won't be very long, just want to share a few thoughts with you. I've begun to think about, what am I doing? Have I used everything that I have right now? Am I using those things available to me right now so that I can make an impact, so that I can be of value to others and live a fulfilled life? When I think about the things that are important to me, am I using what I have available to continue to nurture those important aspects of my life? And the important things for me are relationships. So my faith relationship, intimate relationships, family and friends, business, all of those things that really matter most to me. Am I using what's at my disposal right now, not what I can do tomorrow or a week from now, but have I harnessed everything that I have been blessed with, my gifts and talents? And so I want you to ask yourself the same question. What do you have available to you, accessible to you right now that you can tap into? Life is very short. Why wait? Why wait until you have something acquired down the road? You are going to be able to have more skills and gain more knowledge, because I believe that personal development is critical. And we learn and grow each and every day. But use what's available to you so that while you are in the company of people around you right now that you might not be around tomorrow, that you can leave a bit of you, your knowledge and your skills, to impact their lives. And I'm serious about this, because I know enough people who keep putting off the things that they can do now. I'm not going to share, I'm not going to teach, I'm not going to inspire, I'm not going to talk to anybody now until I'm better, until I'm stronger, until I'm more practiced, right? Until I have more success under my belt. Well, how do you define success? What is that for you? And when you compare yourself against others who might have been doing something for 10 years and you just started 10 days ago, I hope that you're using the right measure of success, because if you don't, it will just paralyze you. It will keep you stuck from realizing that you have some unique gifts and talents that you are able to share right now with the world. So write that book you've been wanting to write. Get on the phone and call someone who's been waiting to hear from you with an encouraging word that only you can give, with your past experiences that have brought you a certain degree of wisdom. Use your knowledge, use your sense of what people need, and provide that for them based on the things that you know you're capable of doing. Get on a Facebook Live, make a video, make an audio, whatever you need to do, stop putting it off and get into action right now. So as I plead with you at the end of this week, I want you to take these few points very seriously. Ask yourself the questions that I just asked myself. Have I done, in the areas of my life that are most important to me, everything I can do now so that I can help others grow, so I can be of service to others, and I can give value and also live a fulfilled life? And if the answer is no, I haven't done everything or all that I can do, then determine now what you can begin to do right where you are and begin to move into action and take one step at a time. It's not going to be perfect. It's okay. There are going to be glitches. There are going to be growing pains, but you won't have that experience if you're not engaged. If you're not in it, you can't win it. You got to be in it, be engaged, and start moving forward. And you'll be amazed at your own personal growth as well as the impact you have on others. And you know, sometimes the reason we don't move into action is because we think we're not good enough. We don't have enough. And by having enough, I mean we might not have enough time, we don't have enough knowledge, not enough confidence, not enough skill sets, not enough networks, and the list goes on and on and on. We just don't have enough. Or sometimes we think we are not enough. Well, I want to tell you, you absolutely are enough, because the Creator mated you with what you need right now. And he gave you the capacity to continue to expand on that and grow and get more. But if you don't use your talents right now, how can he endow you and bless you with even more? Can he trust you to use more if you got it? So you've got to demonstrate that you are faithful and you're good with the things that you have, and you will be able to help others when you are blessed with even more. So stop that thinking about, I'm not good enough. I don't know what to do. I'm not worthy. Yes, you are. And be careful, like I said before, about your measurement. Who are you looking up to as a yardstick, as a measurement point for what you're capable of? We are going to work on ourselves. We're going to continue to improve and develop. But until then, let's figure out what's that one or two things that we can do now to bless someone. So I want to leave you with a few thoughts that would probably help you to remove those thoughts of incompetencies that keep us from moving into action. There is a story that's well known. So 4 key highlights I'm going to share with you real quickly. There's a well-known story about feeding the multitudes. The multitudes of 5,000 with 5 loaves and 2 fish. Well-known biblical story. A lot of people know it. And it's often referred to as 5,000 people, but it was really 5,000 men. And so if we think of maybe a woman and a child associated with each man there, we could think that there were about 15,000 people who were there. And it was the end of a long day. The Savior was there teaching and really appealing to people, and they spent a full day of pouring into the folks, the families present, things that can improve their lives and what they can do to have a better relationship with God and with mankind, those around them. And so now it's the end of the day, and the people are tired, they're weary, they're hungry, and the disciples wanted to send them away. So point number 1, the Savior stepped in and he said, no, we can't. He says, you've got to feed the people. So he had compassion. Point number 1 is you've got to have compassion for people. When you work from a place of compassion, not enabling, but compassion, meaning that you care for people, you will find the things within you that you can do right now to be of service to others. And so in that story, the Savior said, the people are hungry. We've got to get them something to eat. We can't send them away. And a young boy was there with a basket of his own personal lunch. And so he came up and he said, I don't have much, but I have 5 loaves and 2 fish. And the disciples snickered, they laughed. They're like, get him away from here. Like, what is he doing? And the Savior stopped them and he listened to the young boy. Sometimes we've got to humble ourselves, come as a child, and bring what we have without fear, without concern of being ridiculed, without the sarcasm and people being cynical around us. Just come and bring what you have in all sincerity, like this young boy did. And because he was willing to give and use all he had, an incredible miracle happened that day. And it was so profound and impactful that we're still talking about it today. The lessons from that story are pretty significant. And so when we are willing to stand in the face of those who don't get it, And it's okay. Just because they're more successful doesn't mean they have to get it. They don't have to get where we are. They don't have to understand our drive, our vision, our motivations, our desires to use what we have right now. As little as it might seem, little can become much when it's placed in the right environments, when it's given to the Lord, when it's given with sincerity. It can become much. If you are but just willing to ignore those who think you're foolish or naive, or you're not aware of what really what it really takes, ignore all of that. Move forward with vigor and passion and use what you have now. Let your vision be seen. You'll be amazed at the miracles that will happen, not just in your life, but for others around you. The second point is gratitude. When the Savior received the 5 loaves and 2 fish, he was full of gratitude. Did he need it from this young boy? He could have probably done differently, but he received it and he was grateful and he gave thanks. He blessed it and then he broke it and served it. Let that be a lesson for us, that whatever we have, whatever we receive, that we ought to be grateful for it. Even if we don't think it's going to meet our needs, it's going to serve the purpose for which we need it. Be grateful, give thanks, ask for blessings upon it, and you will see that thing multiply and do things you never imagined it would do. Maybe it's a little bit of money, maybe it's a little car that isn't performing the way you want it to. Maybe it's a small starter home. Maybe it's a small business. Maybe it's a new relationship you're nurturing and you're not sure if it can be all it can be. But whatever it is, when you wake up in the morning, and as Keisha likes to post, my first 2 blessings are that I open my eyes. Give thanks. Be grateful for the 5 loaves and 2 fish in your life. And you will be amazed at what can happen. The third point is cooperation. The Savior looked to the disciples who, again, they didn't get it initially, but they, even though they didn't fully understand, they cooperated. He gave, after he blessed it, he broke it, he gave them the baskets to serve the multitudes of people. They cooperated. Find people around you in your space who, if they don't get your vision, they don't understand you, don't understand your drive, what you are about, they can still lock arms with you and cooperate with you. That they still believe in you and trust you to where together you're moving forward. You need cooperation so that your vision can fully be brought into action. And so, as we think about this third point, it's the cooperation that got the food out to the people and allowed them to be fed and fed quickly. And so here's the other thing. The multitude wasn't just fed. The people, the individuals, the man who probably didn't have a meal all week, who was there and came to be fed spiritually, now he's being fed physically and given to his family as well. They didn't just have one serving. They had seconds, and if you're like me, I love food. I want seconds and thirds. I may not do dessert, but I like food. And so they were given enough food until they were satisfied. They were served repeatedly, and their needs were met to the point of food being left over. And when this was all said and done, the disciples gathered up all the food that was left, and there were 12 baskets of food left over. A miracle. And this is not just something that happened back then. This is something that can happen right now in our lives. All we have to do is to be willing to take the first step and use what we have. This wasn't going to play out like this if there wasn't a thought of, I don't have much, but I'm willing to use it. I'm willing to give it. And that's where I encourage us to be as we end this first week of February, as we end, it's a Friday evening. I'm not sure what your weekend is going to look like, but get through the weekend, plan for the week ahead, and use all that you have So cooperation is finding the things that we can agree on together, even though we don't all see the vision and the dream together, and move forward in action. And the fourth point is community. The people came out as community. They came out, they fellowshipped as community, they journeyed together as a community, and they were hungry together as a community. When we dwell together as brethren, one amongst the other, we understand each other's dilemma, we understand each other's drive and dream and pain and goals, and we can move forward as community. We live in an age where it's so individualistic. It's about me. It's about being in a selfie age. The camera is always turned towards me. I'm taking pictures that just take my perspective on the world. But if we turn the camera around, we will notice that there are people all around us who need what we have. Let's nurture community. Well, first let's build community. Let's participate in community, and then let's nurture community. It's really important that we understand if we do it right, we could be a force. As a community, we could be a force to reckon with when it comes to serving humanity, when it comes to making an impact and giving value. There is so much grief and strife and pain and sadness in this world. If I could but help somebody to be happy, to feel better, to journey along with belief that something good is about to happen, I think I would have served my purpose for the day, for the week, for my life. And I encourage you to do the same things. So start where you are, use what you have, know that you'll get better over time because it's a lifetime process of improving who we are, and then continue to make that commitment to give to yourself and to others the best within you, because we've received these gifts and talents to serve others. Set big goals for yourself, and you will see the miracles happen. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys here on Monday. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Go bless somebody and give what you have right now.